So this is my straight line drawing machine, and what it does is it uses this sensor right here. It's an ultrasonic sensor, and it sends sound out, and it bounces off this little wall right there in the print, and when it measures the time it takes for it to go there and come back. Based on that, it can tell you how far away this part is. And so what I was trying to do was I was trying to learn a little more about feedback mechanisms and how I can tell this motor back here exactly how far it needs to move in order to draw things, which I did, sort of, but I don't think I grasped the concept of it completely. But I did learn a lot about converting linear motion here. I mean, rotational motion to linear motion. So if you see here, this kind of lever system pushes this whole arm out using that servo. And then there's, as you can see back here, there's this like rack and pinion type thing. I think that's what that's called. And that's how it moves like that. So yeah. It just uses an Arduino. And then this servo over here, you slide the pin in, and it just lifts it up and puts it down. So yeah, that's what it does. Those are all the parts. That's what it does. Those are all the parts. I guess I'll show you how it works right now. And it's got a lot of bugs, but it does work to an extent. I think I might have to like revisit the idea, but it works good enough for now. So I got it hooked up to my power supply and stuff, and so what it should do is when I hit the reset button, this thing should be pulled all the way in, and then it should push it back out to pretty much where it is now. And then when I turn on the power supply, the motor should drive forward until it gets to a certain point out front here, and then the arm should come back in. So I'm gonna hit reset and then turn it on. And there it is. There. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, now I'll put a pen in it. And then hit reset. Shut that off. Slide it back. Oops. Okay. Not sure why it's doing that. I built this like a few years ago, and I can't remember exactly how I set everything up, and like the switch in the back pretty much doesn't really do anything, but I can't exactly remember how I set everything up, so I'm still like trying to figure out how it all works. But if I go like this, yeah, see, there it goes. Oh. And there. Wow, I'm not sure why the servos are so slow. I thought I had a, oh, see, there isn't a good connection here. That's why. Okay. So here, let's try that again. Shut that off. Shut that off. Yeah, okay. So now, see if we get good connection there. Okay. Slide this up a little bit. Okay. It should work this time. There we go, okay. So, yeah, that's what it does. It doesn't really do much, not very impressive, but I mainly built it because I wanted to learn, I was still learning how to use Arduino and stuff. So, yeah, let me know if you have any advice or anything for it, or any comments, I guess, on how I could improve the design, but that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.